Hello and welcome to another Purveyor of Light Photoshop Quick Tip. Today we're going to have a little fun. Okay, nothing too serious. I've got a shot here of the Tetons, one of the most beautiful spots on Earth, in my opinion. This shot here is from 2001. I definitely got to go back. Beautiful place. Okay, so let's turn this into an old triptych, 3-panel image. And to do that, I'm going to need the aid of some measuring tools and layout tools. Now, by default, my menus are on, but if your menu bars are not showing, go up to View, and then make sure Rulers is checked. See how that turns off the rulers? And just put the rulers back on. The rulers just help with layout, okay? And since I want to chop this up into 3 panels, thus the rulers are going to help. The next thing I'm going to need to do is I'm going to need to use guides. And for those of you that have never used guides before, these are just lines that I'm going to draw out on the image for layout purposes. They're not going to alter the image or actually even appear on the final image. They're just layout aids, okay? So in order to do a layout line, you just simply go to the ruler and then you drag it out. And you can see here now I have a layout line that I can move anywhere on the image. And then when I'm happy, I let go. And then another image. And then I continue this for my layout purposes. For my 3 panels. There I got my vertical layouts. Now I do some horizontals. And there's my top and there's my bottom. Okay, so I have my 3 panels laid out. Deliberate separations in between them. Okay, and this is going to aid me here in now with my selections and my panel creations and so forth. So I'm going to go ahead and create a new solid adjustment color. And I just use black for now. Why is that? Why is that? See, this is something that's been going on with Photoshop lately. Ever since I did the latest update, it's just done some peculiarities like this. So, I don't know why, but it won't stop us. We'll still continue on. Okay. So, now that I'm going to use my selection tool, and I'm going to draw out the 3 panels. There's the first panel, and I'm going to delete, and then I'm going to do my second panel. And delete. And my third panel. And these guides, as you can see, just makes everything so much easier because everything snaps to them. And delete. So I have my 3 panels here. And that looks good. So now that I've got my 3 panels selected, I want to deselect this, and I want to put a solid adjustment layer. And I want this one to be white. And I want it to be behind. And then I want this image behind the Tetons. And clipping mask. So there we could see our triptych taking form. The next thing I want to do is I want to give it some depth and dimension. Okay. So selecting on the 3-panel black panel here, I want to put some effects on it to raise the image off. Go to FX and do a drop shadow, and you can see right there I'm giving the panels that 3D look. And you can move the 3D effect to your liking just by simply clicking and dragging. And we hit OK. And we're looking very good here. And for our purposes now, we are done with our guides. So we can turn off our guides by hitting View and then Clear Guides. And the guides are removed from the image. Okay, so we're just like that. We've got a nice 3-panel triptych. And so now all we need to do is some adjustments on our canvas. And we'll be okay. So I'm going to go to View, Canvas Size, and I'm going to increase it by, say, 10% on each side. Give us a little more. Okay, that gives us a little more background there. And I want to increase it one more time, but this time in one direction. I'm going to do it by height, and I'm going to anchor it to the top. There we are. And I think that's going to look really good. Put our nameplate on. And do some resizing. Boy, I tell you, it is definitely weird. I'm gonna have to write to Disneyland here. Let's see what these guys are doing at Adobe. Because we're definitely we did introduce some new bugs. And there we go. So there you go. A quick and easy triptych. And they're fun to play around with. It's more about playing around and being creative. Nothing else. They're not difficult to do. And again, the main thing for these kind of tutorials is to introduce you to new techniques that you can utilize when you're working. So today we introduced the rulers, the layout lines, and so now you can use them in your creativity. All right? So until next week, you guys take care.